Wheel of Morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us a lesson that we should learn. Concrete Man. And today's lesson is... don't go swimming while wearing cement shoes. Good advice. And this public service announcement is brought to you by Phoenix Down and Let's Play Mega Man 9. Welcome back everybody. We're in the concrete jungle now, with the birds dropping boulders, and these laser guys popping out of the pits. Those birds aren't nearly as bothersome as the ones in Mega Man 2 that drop those eggs with like a dozen little tiny birds that swarm around you. But they're still a pain because their positioning is really close to pits in a lot of cases. Another throwback from Mega Man 2 and I think even Mega Man 1 if I remember correctly, those little guys that skid across the floor whenever you're on the same level. And we got these elephants. The ones with the blue ball or whatever will knock it up into the air, while the other ones with the red, the red kind of, it's a red ball. They just roll across and use their trunks like a vacuum. I think they take about 20 hits or so to kill. These annoying spiders. Alright, Hornet Chaser. That weapon comes in handy. That's the other reason for going after Hornet Man first, is to get that weapon. Just to give you a hand in a lot of these other levels. The other reason, the reason I cited in the last episode was just that he was easier to defeat, which is also true. Concrete Man is kind of easy, depending on what kind of attack pattern he goes with. Oops. Maybe pause a little too frequently. Alright, that's one way of getting past that spider. Now these, some of those little floor parts, I don't think I actually go through any of them, but the ones, if you look at the 4 dots on those small, single square-sized things, the platforms, the ones that have the outward sticking out 4 dots on it, those are false floors, kind of like in Zelda 2, where you'll fall through them if you step on that. So you'll end up going into the pits or the spikes or just to a different level if you walk on that spot. And we're at Concrete Man. He charges, does a shoulder charge, he shoots 3 blocks of concrete. And he does the Hardman style stomp attack that can stun you if you're on the ground when he lands. I think that's about the extent of his attacks. If you get hit by the concrete, you get frozen in place. I don't remember if he managed to hit me with that or not. I do fairly well with this one for fighting him with just the Mega Buster. But yeah, I'm going through all 8 of the Robot Masters. I'm going to try to beat them all with just the Mega Buster. Like in all Mega Man games, you eventually have a rematch encounter with all the Masters. I'll use their weaknesses then. But I figured, why not show off that I can actually beat these guys with just Mega Man's trusty sidearm. It's one of the achievements you can unlock in this game too. Even though I'm playing it on the Wii version, they left the achievements in. We got the concrete shot. That weapon, I don't use it very often. We got another set of enemies. This time I'm going after Galaxy Man. Don't really know what this guy's function really is. But he's got kind of a really spacey location. It's a nice little theme too. I like the soundtrack of this game. I've got the CD and the Overclocked Remix album. That was a pretty solid one. There you go. These got the Metools or the hard hats, depending on how old which game you're playing. It's Metools technically, but I remember for the longest time when I was a kid, they were always just called the hard hats. Guess they thought Metool was too Japanese, or not even Japanese, but just weird sounding, I guess. Yeah, those robots will drop down and latch onto your head and force you forward, where you might land on these spikes. Like so. That last one would have pushed you as far off to against the wall as possible, so you might end up, if you don't move back quick enough, you'll end up dying right there. But yeah, okay, we got these warp platforms. They're a little tricky, but nothing you shouldn't be able to handle. Wait for the little devil ball things to get in the right spot so you can shoot it. Got the orange devil ball things. Oh. The bees insist on there we go. Just clean them out. It's a lot of work just to get that one up. I guess I could have just switched to the rush coil and sprang up there, but whatever. Don't even have to hit that last enemy. If we have more of those claw grip guys, I don't even know what they're called. Yeah, we haven't seen the last of those guys. Pick up some screws. You can use those in the shop in the game later on. I don't really visit the shop until toward the end, but it's good to stock up on them while you can. Throw out the Hornet Chaser. The Hornet Chaser can capture anything or collect anything except the oh wait. What? That's pretty much how I reacted when I was playing the game. I was really surprised that didn't register as me going into that warper. And that was kind of the downhill start of this run. Yeah, you start screwing up a little bit at this point. But anyway, what I was saying was the Hornet Chaser, it collects just about all items except for E-tanks and M-tanks. It won't collect those. But everything else is fair game. Yeah, I'm just trying to get back to where I died at quickly so as not to waste too much time in the recording. But yeah, that's the first death I got in this game. I didn't think to do a death counter. So that's how that guy works. Little demonstration there where it was safe. Don't want to demonstrate it there because you got your spike wall there. But yeah. So yeah, now that I got the dazzle, I can record games like this now. Alright, this time I do it right. And we're at Galaxy Man. I was so close to the end and I just kind of screwed up there. Just poor location on my part. If I had just gone left just a tiny bit more. Alright, we're at Galaxy Man. Yep. His black hole bomb will suck you in towards where he'll appear. So you basically want to run back and forth and try to get as much distance between you and it as possible so you can shoot back at him while you're running away. Occasionally he'll fly straight at you when you're in kind of like an arcing loop. Or not a loop, but just an arc, yeah. Kind of a U-shaped pattern, just goes gradually upward, depending on which part of the screen he starts from. There's not too much about it. This is the only Robot Master I haven't been able to beat in under 10 seconds in this game to get those speed achievements. It's just, I haven't quite figured out what I'm supposed to do. I don't know if I can, like, I know his weakness is the concrete shot, and we got an item. Piece of junk that fell off him when he blew up. We'll get a little cutscene in the next episode. But alrighty. I'll leave it there for now, and I will catch you guys next time.